Hi, and welcome back to the Crafty Author. My name is Anissa, and welcome to my quilting studio. Today I'm just going to go over and show you some of the things that I've been working on here in the quilting / craft room. And I'm really excited to show you some of these things because, well, you know, it's always fun when you're able to create something. So we're going to just jump right into this today, and I'm just going to show you some things that I've been working on. And I think you all know that I've been working on the Support Group Quilt with Fat Quarter Shop and Lori Holt. Lori Holt designed the pattern, and I worked with Fat Quarter Shop to do this. If you're following me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or in my Facebook group, then you've probably already seen this, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I have gone ahead and it's all finished, it's all quilted, and I washed it. And so I'm going to show you what it looks like after it's been washed. It turned out so beautiful. I cannot wait to give this to my friend. Turned out better than I could have possibly imagined, to be honest. So let's show you this. It's really large, as you can see. And oh, you can't see it there at the bottom. Okay, I just want to make sure you can see that. It's much bigger than what I am, so I apologize for that. I'm very, very short. Here's a close-up. And when I washed them, I was honestly a little concerned about how my flowers would hold up. And they have held up extremely well. And then my bows. And I did not pre-wash this fabric before I sewed it. And I just used some color catchers in it. And there was no bleeding or anything going on with it. So, yeah. This is the back. I absolutely love that pattern. So all Tula Pink fabrics were used in this, and I got creative and made my little bras a little different. But as you can see, it turned out just amazing. And then I used some of the leftover scrap rectangles to do the binding on this quilt. So it gives it a nice little contrast there. So I'm very happy with the way that this turned out. I did quilt it on my own. I free motion quilted it. And, you know, not everything is perfect, but perfect enough. I think it just turned out so incredibly beautiful. So I wanted to share the finished quilt with you guys because it's a very special quilt. Going to a very special person who has breast cancer that I grew up with and went to high school with. So there is that. And then I'll just show you the next one since we're showing quilts, which is my favorite thing to do. This is another quilt, but this quilt I did not make. This quilt was made by Kate at Above and Beyond Sewing, and isn't that beautiful? And I actually won this quilt because it was for I don't want to say a charitable event, but we have a young girl in our community who needed a little bit of some help. So they auctioned off their quilts and table runners and all kinds of cool things, and I was the lucky recipient to receive this beautiful quilt. So you'll probably see this one hanging off the back of my chair because I like to have it when I'm cold and I can just kind of wrap it around me, and it makes me happy. It's a beautiful quilt. You can see the quilting that was done on that one. I believe it was done with an embroidery machine, if I'm not mistaken. I think she did quilt it that way. But Above and Beyond is a sewing machine store that is where I go. And I love them over there. They're so sweet. It's It's where I got my brother machine. And they have fabric and everything. So they also have an online store. It's Above and Beyond Sewing and Vac, I think, .com. I'll link it down below in the description box in case you're interested in checking out some of their things. Really, really sweet people there. So the next thing that I wanted to show you, because I think is really cool, is these cool little fabrics that I picked up at Joann's. So I got these cute little Christmas fabrics. These are gingerbread men. I think they're adorable. And we are going to do a project with these as we get a little bit closer to Christmas time. I also found this gingerbread. So I am really into gingerbread men this year. Don't know why, but I think they're super cute. And then these really cute gingerbread houses. Aren't those adorable? And you can actually feel the snow on them. So it's like a textured snow on those rooftops. So cute. I'm thinking about maybe doing a table runner for it or with it, because I host Christmas at my house. And so I'm thinking about doing that with those fabrics. The next thing on my list of things to do, lots of things on my list to do, is, I don't know if you're familiar with Designs by JuJu, but I love some of their patterns. And this one is like no exception. This one is amazing. So I'm going to show you, I can't show you the instructions or anything like that because this is not my pattern. But this nativity scene is an embroidered tree skirt. And so I have started making it for somebody in my family. I cannot tell you who because it's a Christmas gift. But I've already stitched out one of the angels, the centerpiece of that angel, and then this piece. So this is the left, this is the center, and then we have the right. So I'm super excited to keep working on this and see how this turns out, because honestly, I just know it's going to be so beautiful. And the person who gets it is going to absolutely love it. And then I will also be making their Santa. They have a Santa's Village type one, which I will be also making for a family member. I just think it's a lot of fun. And it is going to depend on how long it takes me to make it. So there's that. I am using my Ricoma 10 needle to do this. It is going so much faster than me having to switch out all of the threads on just a single needle. And so you can definitely do this project on a single needle, but you will be changing your threads quite often. So that's why I'm using the 10 needle, and it's going so much faster. And if you are interested in the Ricoma EM-1010, like the machine that I have, they are currently having their Black Friday sale. So I will also link to that down below in the description box if you would like to get in contact with them and find out how to own one on your own, because it is a very cool machine and I love it. Now I want to show you probably the thing that I am most excited about today. Are you ready for this? Because it's a total game changer and I know you're going to love it. All right, so Dime has come out with the weightless quilter for your tabletop. It attaches to your table next to your sewing machine or any table where you're going to have your quilt. And it makes it so that you can quilt your quilt without having all of that weight on your machine. So you could do this for when you're quilting with your embroidery machine, and I would imagine also when you're putting together your quilt, because, you know, sometimes that weight gets really, really weighted down and really heavy. And if you're a quilter, you know how heavy that quilt can get while you're quilting it. I just quilted one and I really wished I had had this at the time because it would have saved me a lot of moving around. And so this one is best for quilts that are smaller than 54 inches squared, and it just clamps onto your quilt and screws onto your table and you are good to go. Now, Friday, we're going to be working on a fall table runner. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use this to quilt it on my embroidery machine because, like I said, I am super excited about this. And this is a dime product. It comes with everything that you see here in the back that you need to do it. And then it also comes with a mark and wash marker. So you can mark up your quilt with your designs and your marks, and you can get everything all squared away. This is also a really good time for you to pull out the PAL 3, which is the laser, so that you can line everything up perfectly, and you can use your wash and your mark and wash. I had to think about that for a minute. Your mark and wash marker to mark your center here, and then it makes it easier for you to center right there on your quilt inside the hoop. So we're going to be working on this on Friday, like I said. It may actually be Tuesday, depending on how long it takes us to make the table runner. So, but this is really cool. And I will also link down below to this in the description box, because you're definitely going to want to get one of these. They are so awesome for quilting, because, and you can even use it when you're just quilting, like free motion quilting. It doesn't even have to be done on an embroidery machine. If you don't have an embroidery machine, you can use this for just quilting as well. So highly, highly recommend. I will link down to this below in the description box so you can grab one for yourself. And I have a feeling that they're going to go pretty fast. So get yourself one right away. So that is it for today. Hope you are all doing well, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Keep on crafting. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.